Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger and welcome back to another episode of Kuni. So of course I told you guys that I was gonna go off and train. Well, I've done it. Last time we met, I believe, was I level 50 or was I level 55? Something along those lines, but it doesn't matter because now we are level 70. I will definitely recommend for you guys to do the following. Go to Perdita and there are Tokos there. And those guys, especially if you get lucky enough to get 2 of them in one battle, you get 16,000, yes, you heard me correctly, 16,000 experience points. So that is a fantastic way to battle them. But another tip that I would give you is to get this spell, which is Veil. And the way that you get this spell is that you have to answer all the different questions from Horace, if you remember him, Horace. He's the guy who is a spirit, and he gives you the spirit medium spell in Ding Dong Dell. Then you meet him in Alma Moon. He asks you a question. And the answer to that question is actually Dragon of the West. So I wrote them down for you guys. After that, you have to go to Castaway, Castaway Cove, of course, where you will meet him on the bridges there. And the answer to his question about basically the clothes that you're wearing and all that is Finest Fiber. The next place that you will meet him is in Fairy Grounds, and he will ask you what is the best ingredient or most important ingredient for a burger, and that is crispy lettuce, which I'm not sure about, but sure. Then you meet him in Hamelin, where he will ask you another question. The answer to that is simply 5, not the number, spell it out. After that, you meet him in Yule, where the answer will be Blizzard Bloom. And finally, you meet him in Perdita, where the answer is Old Smoky. So that is the key to getting all of that done. So make sure to take advantage of all that, because you will get a very, very fantastic spell as a result. You could also use charred chests from him, drop poison. Vacate is another one of the spells that he gives you. So every time you meet him, he will most of the time give you spells, and then a couple of other times what he ends up giving you is actually a formula. So in my case, he gave us the formula for the Sage's Secret, which is pretty gosh darn useful. So definitely nice to have that around. But without further ado, let's get rolling towards of course, I have gotten to the point where we need to be, and it is basically this bridge. So let's go and figure out what is going on around this area. So the ash has stopped falling, is it? There's handy. The glass in my lantern was starting to look a right state. And of course, if you guys don't know what we're doing, is we are basically in the area where we are hoping to meet the White Witch. That is our primary drive and objective. So let's get rolling, shall we? Look at them ancient ruins by there. Come on, Allie boy, start drawing some runes and get us across. Okay, so I guess we would need to use a bridge. Here we go. And that will hopefully, guess what, make a bridge appear. So that we can enter the castle of the White Witch, or at least I think that this is the castle of the White Witch, also known as Queen Caspia. So that's pretty interesting. So let's go in. There are still question marks all around. I guess we'll get to find out what's inside. Alright, this is exciting. Wow. Ara Memoria, or Memoir. Wow. It's a pretty open space. Is this an altar? Maybe. No, silly. They're my flower pots. What? Flower pots? But I haven't gotten a single flower in them, man. Maybe we need to put some in. Huh. Maybe we do. Maybe we need to place the 3 flowers that we have. That's right. Flowers in the flower pot. Why are you upset, P? Well, we could try plonking something in there, I suppose. Can't hurt, can it? Indeed. They must serve some purpose. Okay. So we're going to place the 3 flowers that we got from P in the last few missions. So let's go on ahead and do that. Of course, make sure to go back and check out those past few episodes, because they were very, very key for the story. Hold on a moment. That blue flower P gave us is glowing. Okay, so let's place the flower of faith into this pot. Whoops, sorry guys. Shook the mic there a little bit. My bad. Whoa, it's the Matrix. That is pretty cool. Wow, that is very interesting. Look at all those holographs and all that appearing on the road. or on the pathway towards that center. Crikey, that yellow flower of peas is shining like a flipping shiny thing. That's a great explanation. Giving my lantern around for its money, it is. Alright, the flower of hope shall be placed upon this pot. Alright, so that's 2 down, 1 to go. The last flower, which is the flower of youth, will be placed upon the final pot, and we will see what will happen once that occurs. Imagine if nothing happens. It's just like, yeah, nothing happened. It just makes the road beautiful. Look, Allie boy, that red flower of peas is flipping sparkling. Alright, the flower of youth shall be placed upon this pot. Down it goes. Alright, we're probably gonna get a cutscene, aren't we? Whoa, okay. That is pretty beautiful. Interesting, huh. Okay, I guess now we must approach the centerpiece. I am very confused at the moment, but I hope something will start to give. Whoa! What's happening? Brace yourselves, everyone! My goodness. At last, we meet. Cassiopeia? What's going on, P? All this time, I have been waiting. Here in Nazca. Nazca? I knew it! This island was the seat of the Nazcan civilization. What? You knew it all along? Not for certain, but you must have seen them too, my dear brother. The ruins on this island, they are clearly the remnants of an incomparably ancient civilization. You can do your archaeological lectures later, man. What about that voice we just heard? If I'm not very much mistaken, that was Cassiopeia. That's right, man. The queen them flowers showed us, ain't it? My flowers. They guided you. See, I flippin' told you. Shh, she's trying to tell us something. I have been waiting. You said that already. And now, here, where all began, the time has come. My final act. Oh, God. That sounds very intimidating.
My solitude stretched before me, with no end in sight. All I had for company were my memories, the pieces of an ever more distant past. I tried to hold on to the happy times, hoping to keep my loneliness at bay. For how many years this continued, I cannot say. And then, one day... Can it be true? Are you me? But why? Just who do you think you are? What do you want with me?
That's P, of course.
I see. You came to accuse me. To blame me for the loss of all those lives. Well then, I shall banish you from my sight.
Whoa.
That's right. Banish her. Pour forth your mana and be done with them all. Yes, that shall be my gift. The gift of the White Witch.
Whoa.
We have awaited you, your radiance.
Counselors. My beautiful mana can end the world in an instant. We need only choose when that instant shall be. We may shape the fate of the world as we will and start afresh whenever we please. That is the power of mana. I hereby call the council to order.
So is she imagining all of that? Like, is she imagining that the council is still alive, even though they were really bad?
The White Witch? Cassiopeia?
Who'd have thought she'd turn out like that?
So much for all those good intentions.
But how could... She was there, with Cassiopeia. P was there.
Cassiopeia is on her own, and she's very, very sad. Please help her. Help Cassiopeia.
Silence!
Oh my.
Look, up there.
What the? It's the floating castle.
It's a castle. A castle in the sky.
Aha, tribute to Ghibli Studios.
You are stirring up trouble once again.
Cassiopeia!
Why do you strive to save this fallen world when my radiant mana would start it anew?
Mana? You mean...
Yes, it is I, the White Witch, arbiter of the fate of the world. It is my decision and my right to bring this world to an end. The judgment has been passed.
By who?
It shall not be overturned.
The White Witch.
Alright, well it's our first encounter with the White Witch herself, which is pretty interesting. We've been building towards this moment all along. And now finally, we will, I guess, go to face with her. Oh, look at that, we're back on the Steel Wyvern. Marcuson says, I'd like to thank you all for agreeing to meet at such a short notice. Huh. It is not often that one is summoned to a place like this. One presumes it is a matter of a gravest import. Indeed it is. We have identified the one responsible for the white ash that so nearly destroyed our kingdoms. She is, in fact, the owner of the floating palace you see before you. The White Witch. She is the source of all this evil? One sees, noble friends, it would seem the time has come for our three kingdoms to fight as one. Indeed, we would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. The people of the world must unite. Our need has never been greater. We are greatly moved by your call to arms. Abul, return to Al Mamoon at once and instruct the visors to prepare for war. We shall need floaty things, swoopy things, and plenty of shooty things. As you command, your Majesty. Your Majesty, I should have said. And then King Tom says, well, one cannot very well shirk one's responsibilities at a time like this. You shall have the finest soldiers Ding Dong Dell has to offer. Excellent. The three kingdoms shall combine their strength and strike as one. Indeed, if we all work together, we should be able to really release some good harm. Listen, boy, we have all hands on deck here, meaning things are under control. So save your energies. Your job is to defeat the White Witch. Let my crew take care of everything else. Now, get some rest. We strike at dawn. You don't mind sleeping on deck, do you? Gar har har har. Alright, rest while you have the chance, boy. Alrighty, we get to rest up before the big battle, I guess. Before we head into the floating castle, or the castle in the sky that belongs to the White Witch. Good morning, Oliver. I wanted you to know that the Empire is devoting its most advanced weaponry to assault the assault on the White Witch's palace. Indeed, this battle will see the first deployment of the Sky Wheeler, a new class of light fighter aircraft. They have been tasked with disabling the Ivory Tower's defenses, thus allowing you to enter. Oliver, we're counting on you. You must ensure that this terrible ash, this mana, is never allowed to fall again. We won't let you down, Marcuson. I have instructed my forces to commence the assault on your signal. Let me know when you are ready. Understood. Okay, well, I must save up, and then we will head off to the palace of the White Witch. Let's save up. Indeed, it shall be glorious. Wow. But again, you see, I love the fact that all the bad guys in this story, including the White Witch herself, they all have a very sympathetic story, you know? Have you completed your preparations, Oliver? Indeed, I have. Very well. Let the assault on the Ivory Tower commence. Away we go. Please let's see some awesome Ghibli animation for the assault, for the beginning of the assault at least.
Friends, the time has come. Make ready to assault the lair of the White Witch!
Yeah!
Oliver! Don't worry, P. It'll work. You'll see.
Whoa, look at that! It's like motorcycles.
Now, men! Prime the cannons! Fire at will!
This is awesome! Everyone is working together! We will all work together to bring down the White Witch.